Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Final Fantasy 14. Welcome to the Crafting Challenge. My name's DJ. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, thank you for joining me. The purpose of this run is simple. We're going to craft everything. Anything we can, we will craft. Anything we don't craft, we won't use, with a couple exceptions for starting equipment and relic weapons. But we'll get to relic weapons later on, because that's kind of like crafting. Anyway, what is on the agenda this morning? Well, that's simple. We're going to start the Goldsmith quest, and then, depending on what time it is when we get done, we're going to do some of the main story quests. The posts. We are in ARR patch content, which explains why I am dressed as the Goldsmith in the Goldsmith green level 55 stuff. Been working on that in downtime because honestly that's a bunch of waiting. Nobody wants to just sit and watch waiting. If you do want to sit and watch waiting, pop it in the comments of the VOD. We'll take it. I'll over on youtube.com/DJHgaming, and we'll now start putting up those as well. But oh, I got myself distracted trying to do a promo. That's how this morning's gonna go, folks. I apologize in advance, but let's just go talk to Serendipity. Hey, we match. I've been waiting for you, Red. Do you remember Roriton, the merchant for whom you made those exquisite earrings? He paid a visit not long ago, hoping to find you present. In fact, he was positively heartbroken he couldn't speak with you in person. It's hard to believe he was once so furious with us. It's as if that unfortunate incident never happened at all. But returning to the matter at hand, Roriton has commissioned you to craft a firebrand, one of peerless quality, of course. When you've finished, I must insist that I evaluate your work. It's not that I don't trust your craftsmanship, but Roriton is an important client, to say the least. So, a high-quality firebrand, that should be no issue if we have the stuff. The problem is, I don't think we have the stuff. Earthbrand, firebrand. A silver ingot. I've got one. Hey, one's all I need. An all good horn. Don't have any. An eye of fire. I don't have any of those. Those I can craft if I have fire rocks. Do I have any fire rocks? I don't have any fire rocks. Of course I don't have any fire rocks. Why would I have fire rocks? Where do I get these? Oakwood. Okay, so we're going to go on a trip here. First things first, we will just hop out to Camp Drybone, because that's where you can farm all goat horns. And rather than put more levels on my Dragoon, well, why don't we pull out the Archer? I do need to go do a quest for archery, but we can do that after we take care of these. Duck. A horn. Hooray. And then we can teleport to Limsa. Stop and pick up that silver ingot. Was it the other one? It was my other one. Switch back to miner. Teleport to airport. Listen to the thunder roll outside my window. Jesus. Christopher. I can stand the rain on my window. If we get enough competing stuff, we can be claimed for copyright. Haha. That's not how that works, Siege. You here? No. Over here. Yes. A fire rock. 2 fire rocks. Get the Eye of Fire. You may notice that I'm like level 53. If you did notice that, well, good on you. I was making a point. Yeah, I just didn't do any of these class quests. Mostly for this exact reason. I wanted to have something to do to, like, have a theme day. Was that looking ahead of me, or am I just pulling your leg? It's more along the lines of I did not want to bother with the quests until I was at a place that I needed it. Teleport. Use the discount to teleport back to Old Daw. And make the mistake of running out of the Aetheryte Plaza instead of using it to teleport across town. It's okay. I'm on my way. Already moving, why bother stopping now? I feel Queen coming on. It's passed. Is the firebrand ready yet, Red? Yes. All right, Gigi. Gigi, I know this is your first evaluation in a long while, but I'm sure you can handle it. Firebrand, burn. Make it burn them. Gigi is the one true lord of the inferno. No, Gigi, no. But I tell you, no fires. Please forgive him, Red. I might have knocked something loose when I was performing maintenance earlier. But I'm certain it's nothing important. Really. Other than the occasional outburst, he's been relatively stable. Well, for Gigi, that is. Yes. The scepter. I must say you've once again done a marvelous job. I'm particularly impressed by how well you set the eye of the fire in the scepter. This gemstone is the focal point of the design, both aesthetically and practically speaking. It is what allows the thaumaturge to channel the ethereal energies within. And it's what transformed the piece from common instrument of death to stunning work of art. Any veteran thaumaturge would doubtless be satisfied by both the quality and efficacy of this firebrand. I just know Roriton will be happy to receive it. I say we give him the gift that keeps on giving. I say we give him the gift of fire. There will be absolutely no gift giving on my watch. Have I made myself clear? You can leave the rest to me, Red. I'll see that Roriton receives your firebrand. And nothing else. Have some silver, some gil, and a hammer that you're just going to desynth right in front of me. Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to know that Gigi is completely back to normal. Why, when Roriton was here not too long ago, he only had to contend with Gigi's traditional repertoire of insults. You know what I mean, I'm sure. That Roriton was a hopeless fool, that he was completely devoid of artistic sensibilities, that he smelt of Roland berries, that sort of thing. Oh, don't get me wrong, it was still terribly distressing, but at least there was no more talk of fires. Anyway, as for why Roriton was here in the first place, he wished to commission you once more, this time for a horn staff. It goes without saying that he desires a staff of the highest quality, so please bear that in mind before you present your work to me for inspection. Good luck. The horn staff. I believe that is the antelope horn. But I'll be danged if I can find it. Growth brand, firebrand, toothed goat horn, horn staff. There it is. So another eye of fire. It's a good thing I didn't throw that one away. 2 wolf fangs. Another all goat horn. Well, it's a good thing I kept around that Eye of Earth. I don't know why I usually just don't use the things, but I'm trying to get better at using the city aetherites. Matroni, you have wolf fangs for me? You did have the wolf fangs for me, did you not? Yeah, tab 4. Wolf fangs 2. And then back out to Drybone. Into the rain. More skins. Don't need the skins, I want the horns. The bones of trees and the skins of beasts. Well, since I have 7 skins, I might as well, since I'm here, switch over to miner. Grab 7 pinches of alamin. Okay, so I got 8. Switch over to Leathersmith real quick and do and quick send some leather. Shouldn't let it go to waste. Back to Goldsmith. Horn staff. No, no, no. Do it the smart way. Do it the smart way, Deej. There's no reason to run across town. Oh, have you finished the storm? Yes, I finished the horn staff already. I don't know why the word was giving me so much trouble, but it was. Horn staff. So this is the greenhorn staff. You are improving. Perhaps Greenhorn has finally outgrown her title. I must think of more suitable one. Something that acknowledges your recent growth but still conveys disdain for the majority of your work. Well, that's extremely high praise. At least, I think it is. But there is one thing I can say with certainty. This particular commission has made it even easier than usual to evaluate your growth. After all, the firebrand you made before required you to work with many of the same materials, so this is a perfect opportunity to see how your technique has improved since then. Although both were carved from all goat horn and adorned with an eye of fire, I would say this staff is much more refined by comparison. The wolf fangs flaring from the tip are the coup de grace, not only strengthening the thaumaturgic properties of the weapon, but also improving the wielder's ability to cut an opposing figure. Why don't you deliver this commission to Roriton at the Ruby Road Exchange personally? It's been a while since you last met, so I'm sure he'd be happy to see you. As soon as I can find the door, I'll do that. I'm running around here titleless. I just realized while I'm running across it. Oh, let's see what kinds of titles I have. Builder of the Realm, part of the party, Gambler. Oh, I picked up part of the party. I hadn't realized that. I will put Builder of the Realm on, since that is kind of our thing. Why, if it isn't Red, you're a hard woman to find. As it happens, I had another commission for you. Miss Serendipity has the details, or would you prefer that I tell you? You've already crafted the horn staff? Beg your pardon, I had no idea. I appreciate that you came to deliver it. I was dreading the inevitable encounter with that irrepressible mammoth. Don't misunderstand, it's not that I'm offended. On the contrary, his assessment of my abilities is harsh, but fair. He reminds me that I have much and more to learn before I can call myself a connoisseur of the fine arts. And in times like these, ignorance can be a fatal failing, especially if the rumors sweeping the markets are to be given credence. Surely you've heard them as well. Talk of the Jade Fox? Aye, the legendary thief has come to Ul'dah at last. Master of disguise whose identity is complete mystery. There is but one thing on which everyone can agree, that his lust for fine jewelry is insatiable. So you must understand why a merchant like me would feel ill at ease. There is no greater enemy to the industrious businessman than a dastardly thief who would steal his wares without compunction. You and your fellow goldsmith should take care. In fact, it would not surprise me in the slightest if the Jade Fox were to turn his attention toward you. I mean, to be fair, I am wearing this fancy outfit. I made it myself. Yes, I just laughed at my own joke. What are you going to do about it? I'm old, I can do what I want. Welcome back, Red. I hope the staff was to Roriton's satisfaction. Congratulations on a job well done, then. But before you go, I've recently been informed that a dangerous thief has come to Ul'dah, and that we goldsmiths might be the target of his machinate. What? You've already heard about the Jade Fox? Well, now, aren't we well informed? Anyway, I must urge you to be cautious when dealing with new customers. The Jade Fox may disguise himself as one and attempt to defraud you. As for the guild, rest assured that I will personally scrutinize anyone who seeks to commission our goldsmiths, and I am an excellent judge of character. What was that? Did I just hear you snicker, Red? I thought you respected your kind and lovely guildmaster. Fine, take some silver and get on with it. Desynth the gold, the grinding wheel. Add the money to the saddlebags. Ooh. Mahogany. Nice. What's next? Come, lend a hand, Red. We have a mountain of commissions to fill. It's because the upcoming gala to celebrate the Sultana's name day. Anyone who's received an invitation, and all of them intend to be seen wearing the finest garments and jewelry. Some of our more popular requests have been for headwear, and that's where I'd like your help, especially. We'll need 3 electrum circuits of the highest quality possible. 1 set with amber, 1 set with spinel, and 1 set with zircon. You can handle that, can't you? And if you're curious as to why I'm giving you this particular commission, it's from Roritan, your biggest fan. He's acting as the middleman for many of our transactions, you see. I knew he was ambitious, but I never expected him to rise to prominence so quickly. He's become the talk of Oldon High Society, what with his impressive knowledge of the fine arts and talents for obtaining anything his customers desire. Of course, what most are unaware of is his talent is largely dependent on yours. In case you've yet to realize it, it's your creations that have helped him to build his reputation. Along with that itch in your ear. Excuse me for just a sec. Sorry about that. Allergies are kicking in just a little bit this morning. The cat had decided she needed to cuddle earlier, and I'm paying the price for it. But you haven't let him down once, Red. So don't make this the first time. Be the best goldsmith you can be, and bring me the circlets when they're ready. So I need 3 electrum circlets. Let's see, where are they? Oh, I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on, and that's okay. We'll do that on a crafting day. Today, I need 3, 6, 9 electrum ingots. Do I have them? I've got 11. Hooray. Let's go. Okay. I need 9 electrum ingots. And amber. Do I have any amber? I don't. Do I have any zircon? I've got 1 zircon. Do I have any spinel? I don't have any spinel. Do I have any raw spinel? I do not. Do I have any raw amber? I do not. Okay. So let's grab that zircon real quick. And then put on our mining hat again. Raw amber can be found once we use the correct Hello again. Yep. Doing the crafting quest for the goldsmith and trying to keep my wits about me while I do so. I do like this storyline. Not quite as much as the alchemy storyline for ARR is better, but I do kind of like this one as a nice aperitif. Okay. It's up here. One raw amber. Thank you. That's gonna be gold sand, I believe. Oh no, this is the other one. What is up here? Oh, it's the entumbrel. Might as well do this while I'm here. I was in the neighborhood. Dude, go help your friend. He's about to die and I don't have any healing spells. Gotta wait for the music to finish, apparently. Okay. The other one was Spinel I needed. I don't need any more fragrant logs at the moment, so pass on that. Ooh, leather map. One Spinel. Two Spinels. While I'm here, I should probably get some black alumine. All of the level 50 leather worker stuff takes black alumine, so might as well stock up while I'm in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Okay. Switch back to Gemsmith or Goldsmith. Gemsmith? I'm sure that's a thing somewhere, but not here. Innovate. Basic touch. Standard touch. Oh, crud. Okay. They're around here somewhere. I was just looking at them. Amber Electrum Circlet. The math is 3 on progress. So 1, 2, and then pump the quality. Same formula here. Easy breezy. And again, just variance. It makes sense that the Goldsmith is all about all these variants. At 1660. Not enough. That is enough. Amber, Zircon, Spinel. Okay. Before we go back, let's take a look. What's on the box? The North Shroud. Where is that? I'm not finding that offhand. Oh. It is literally in Fallgourd Float. I'm over here thinking that circle there's too perfect to be natural, and yeah, it's because it's one of the islands. It's a gazebo. Ooh. You know, I don't think I've actually been to Mist yet. I've Housing Works is just one of the places I've not been to in any of my stuff. Never been in a guild, so never had a real reason to. What was I doing? Oh, I was teleporting back to Ul'dah. Grab yourself 100% worth it. I mean, I'm going to be building all the stuff to have buildings, so once I get some money saved up, maybe I'll take a look. Back to the Goldsmith Guild. Oh. Ooh. Now, which one is Mist? Which city is that one attached to? Limsa? Okay. I saw a streamer with Grinding Gear. Grinding Gear Games has a FC house in Kugane, and they've done some work with it. I've seen them visit it on their streams. That is a pretty place too, if you like that aesthetic. Oh, electrum circuits. I will not bore you with flattery, Greenhorn. I will simply state that you did well. If you will not permit Gigi to fill your head with materia, then she will not deign to fill it with praise, faint or otherwise. That's awfully petty of you. These circlets certainly deserve more than that. Take the one set with amber. Now, amber isn't a gemstone in the traditional sense, since it's composed of fossilized resin and not a mineral. As a result, it requires different techniques to bring out its potential. But you've managed to do just that, creating a piece which is both pleasing to the eye and beneficial to the wearer, especially one who wishes to more effectively channel his earth magics. In contrast to the natural vibrance of amber, the zircon in this circlet imparts a sense of wisdom and worldliness. Of course, it also improves one's affinity with ice aspect of ether. Now that I think about it, zircon is not unlike ice, in that the presence of impurities can radically alter its appearance. As for the circlet set with spinel, I would say it strikes me as a symbol of confidence and power. Though perhaps I'm only saying that because I know spinel is elementally aspected to lightning. You brought out the best in your materials and crafted 3 different yet equally magnificent circlets. I would go so far as to say you've attained a level of skill rivaling that of our best goldsmiths. All that's left for you is to head to Ruby Road Exchange and deliver them to Rorton. Actually, I take that back. There's one more thing you should probably attend to. You remember our friend from the Sultan's Warren, Robert? He was just here asking to speak with you. I must confess, I am somewhat jealous of this special attention. In any case, he should be returning any moment, so perhaps you'll find him outside. I've no idea what's on his mind, but you might as well speak with him before making your delivery to Rorton. Secrets and lies, secrets and lies. The man is not more than a miserable pile of secrets and lies. Please, Gigi, show some restraint. I know you dislike Rorton, but this is too much. You must learn to treat our customers with respect. This kind of behavior is inexcusable. Don't concern yourself with him, Red. Pray, give my regards to Rorton and Robert. That is a Castlevania reference. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What is man but a miserable pile of... Yeah, that's a Castlevania reference I hadn't caught. Red, there you are. I'm glad I finally found you. I understand you're helping Mistress Serendipity with some of the orders for the Sultana's name day celebration. I know you're busy, so I'll get to the point. The Sultan's sworn have learned that the Jade Fox, a notorious thief, may be plotting to infiltrate the festivities and rob our distinguished guests. We will not allow this to happen, of course. However, the identity of the thief is yet to be determined. Therefore, we have decided to discreetly investigate several of our guests, including your patron, Roriton. He has no ties to the 77 caravans or any other major trade organizations. We can find no relatives, and his activities prior to his arrival in the city are unknown. You've met with this so-called merchant several times and filled numerous commissions for him, have you not? Yet I wager he has shared little, if any, personal information. Can you honestly say you know the man? I tell you this because if he is indeed the Jade Fox, I fear you may be part of his plans. Do not turn your back on him, Red. It started Heaven's Ward. Heaven's Ward's good. Heaven's Ward is very good. I figured for this playthrough I'm going to take my time. So I'm to the point I could work towards starting it, but I'm going to finish all of this stuff first. Hey, greetings, Red. Always a pleasure to see you. Have you brought the circlets I commissioned? Yes. They're spectacular. Simply spectacular. The women who wear these works of art will be the toast of Ul'dah, I guarantee it. You're more quiet than usual, Red. Is there something bothering you? Oh. Yeah, that's going to be fun. In my other playthroughs, my first couple playthroughs that I tried, I didn't even touch them. So that is going to be all new content for me. Let's go with, why did you really come to Ul'dah? It'll be a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's some story beats you have to get through first, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Even if these episode numbers get into the triple digits. Because I so deeply respect you as an artisan, if I should be perfectly honest. Oh, is it all the way through the MSQ? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a bit of a... It's not a slog, but it's a bit of a journey. Put it that way. I confess, I'm not exactly the dedicated entrepreneur I claim to be. In truth, I am a man besotted with the trappings of the material world. I wander the realm in search of artistic masterpieces, not as a businessman, but as an altruist. Yeah, that's the other reason I'm kind of stalling out here. I will say, the ARR patch content does a decent to good job introducing Doma and everything to set up for Heaven's Ward, but the payoffs are far enough apart that it does drag a little bit. Now, that said, when it was first released, I understand that there was a lot more with the with Mordona, that they did like something similar to the Doman restoration stuff for Mordona, so it was a little smoother when it first came out, but since they kind of squished that, yeah. I do know that there's a couple of old quest lines, especially around the Ramu. The Ramu content that completely got cut after I want to say with Stormblood patch content. Like there's a part where you had to go through and figure out which of the which of the scions who were searching for Ramu with you were sylphs, and oh yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to the Crystal Tower, if for no other reasons than I kind of like the glam, especially the Scylla, the dog head caster robes with the big hat. Oh, and truth be told, I actually do enjoy running it, and over and over. I'm one of those fools. I came to this game to listen to kicking songs and play dress up. Welcome back, Red. I'd ask if Roriton approved of your circ list, but I've no reason to believe he didn't. By the way, I spoke to Robert after you left. He told me of this rumor that the Jade Fox might target the Sultana's name day celebration. It's terrible that the rogue would even consider ruining a royal gala. Gods, what is this world coming to? I hope Robert catches the fiend and personally teaches him a lesson. But let's not dwell on that, shall we? A name day should be a happy occasion. I'm sure that everything will turn out for the best. Desynth the Mithril Hammer. And drop the silver. I'm almost to 2 full stacks of bronze and silver. That's kind of funny. Okay. It's the capstone quest. Red, good evening. Sorry. It's been a long... Wait, what day is it? It's been so busy on account of the name day celebration that I haven't had time to get a good night's sleep. Don't worry about me, though. I'm fine. See? Perfectly fine. Perfectly awake. Perfectly fine. But seeing you here reminded me that I had an important commission for you. Rorigan wants you to craft a ring. A ring he intends to present to the Sultana herself. This is the sort of opportunity that comes but once in a lifetime. Your jewelry might be worn by Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Unamo. You see, at the celebration, all of the Sultana's gifts will be presented to her at once in a grand ceremony. And any guest whose gift receives special recognition is assured of great fame and fortune. Rorigan was adamant that you be the one to graft his gift. He said he could only accept the work of Old Oz's premier goldsmith. After discussing the matter at length, he decided on a flawless black pearl ring as his present. Additionally, he would like it melded with materia as a final finishing touch. I suggest you use a piety materia. That would give the Sultana incentive to select it, though we don't want to give her the impression she needs it, so perhaps you should use an average grade, say 3. Given the importance of this commission, Rorigan has agreed to pick it up in person, so I'll contact him when you have prepared the ring. Black pearl ring. Black pearl ring. You get black pearls from black lip oysters. You get black lip oysters from fishing. That. Okay, black lip oysters. Cape Westwind, Osvembersh. So, looks like cage krill feeders. And Cape Westwind. Okay. Now for my favorite part of the game. Shrimp cage feeders. Okay. You know, I really don't want to go fishing. Oh. I don't have to go fishing. I do need some electromink, though. Okay. There's the black pearl layer. Now, piety level 3 material. Do I have any piety material? I've got some piety 1. Piety level 3. Is the ring ready yet? Remember that it must also be melded with grade 3 piety material. Rorton will come as soon as I contact him and not a moment sooner. He doesn't want to risk upsetting Gigi. By the 12, this is fabulous. I'll let Rorton know at once. It's more beautiful than I could ever have imagined. The color, the shape, the luster. This is a ring fit for royalty. I knew I was right to trust in you, Red. This ring will surely meet with Her Grace's approval. Stop right there, Rorton. This mummer's farce ends now. Huh? What is the meaning of this? Think you're clever, do you? I've seen through your lies, and I know who you really are. The Jade Fox. The Jade Fox? Rorton, is this true? Have you been deceiving us all this time? I'm afraid so, my dear. But it's over now, and not a moment too soon. This charlatan was plotting to rob the guests at the name day celebration, and maybe even the Sultana herself. That's ridiculous! I don't have to listen to these wild accusations. Red, I'm afraid I must ask you to give me that ring, as it is evidence of his crimes. It'll be returned to you once his trial is complete. You don't believe him, do you, Red? I'm innocent, I tell you, innocent. We'll see how long you can maintain this facade once I put you in a cell. I'm taking you to Captain Ginland's. Secrets and lies, secrets and lies. He takes him to death and sorrow, to Pearl Lane. I still can't believe that Rorton was the Jade Fox. Can you, Gigi? Gigi, where are you? Yeah, Red, I think he may have ran off on his own. I heard him muttering something about Pearl Lane. We should try searching for them there first. Okay. Will do. Secrets and lies. Secrets and lies. Back away from the Lalafell, you cur. Hell, if it isn't the mammoth, you're an awful way long home. Gigi, what are you doing here? Why did you run away? Deceiver! Trickster! This man is no Sultan's Warren. What are you saying? Robert is the Jade Fox, Miss Serendipity. Listen to your assistant. You know it to be true. Robert, tell me this isn't so. Tell me this is all a misunderstanding. Everyone take a deep breath and calm down. There's no reason this needs to end in bloodshed. My gosh, it's true. You really are the Jade Fox, aren't you? You've an overdeveloped sense of justice, little one. It's going to get you into trouble someday. That is a Princess Bride reference. As for you and me, my dear Serendipity, I think we're well past the point of introductions. Believe me when I say that I'm just as disappointed as you are. I'd hoped we would become more intimately acquainted before this identity outlived its usefulness. Alas, I could not bear to forsake an opportunity of this magnitude, one that Rorton here was kind enough to provide. Middleton contraption! You son of a headbutt! Gigi! Serendipity. I... Gigi, no. You can fix him, can't you? He saved my life. You need money for the parts? I'll pay you anything. You can even sell the ring I commissioned. It's not a matter of money. I think his core might be irreparably damaged. It was made over 100 years ago with techniques that have long since been forgotten. If it's failed, it's forever lost to us. I detest that ridiculous hairstyle. You must... Gigi! Red, what are you doing with that thing? But you can't seriously be suggesting that... Black pearl ring. Ah! This is by far the worst piece Greenhorn has ever crafted. Its very existence offends me. I feel violated. So violated. Gigi, you've come back to us. It's a miracle. Hooray! I owe you and Gigi my life. Thank you, Red. Thank you. But shouldn't you return to the guild and see how Miss Serendipity and her assistant are faring? Yes. Yes, we should. Still can't believe what has happened. First, I thought Roridan was the Jade Fox, then it turned out to be Robert. Gigi must have sensed something strange about him before. I can't help but think back on all those times he ranted about secrets and lies. I assumed he was speaking of Roridan, but now I realize he meant Robert. If only I had listened more closely to his words. That man made a fool out of me, what with his dashing good looks and piercing gaze and broad shoulders. But we got him, Red. He'll never again terrorize the good people of Ul'dah. I'm sure you're worried about Gigi. Allow me to put your fears to rest. In spite of your reckless attempt to repair him, there was no permanent damage. Indeed, when you began fumbling around with his components and attempted to shove that ring inside him, I was absolutely terrified. Thankfully, through sheer strength of will, Gigi overcame his injuries, and it's all thanks to your ring. In Gigi's eyes, your ring was wrought so poorly wrought that it filled him with an overwhelming disgust. You reminded him of its purpose by creating focus for his grand disdain, and in doing so, you helped him regain his senses. Isn't that wonderful, Red? But that's not all I wanted to tell you. When I was examining Gigi earlier, I discovered something extraordinary. You see, he's by far the oldest mammoth we have here, having been constructed by one of our former guildmasters over a century ago. In fact, I'm the 19th guildmaster he has assisted according to records. But what our records didn't contain was his original name, which was so faintly inscribed upon his core it went unnoticed until now. Gigi is Nejing, Red, the first mammoth ever built, and the mammoth whose design is on which all others are based. Of course, I have no intention of telling him. That knowledge would make him insufferably arrogant. Anyway, Red, please accept my sincerest thanks. And though Gigi would be loath to admit it, I'm sure deep down he's grateful to you as well. Oh, in the future, please don't attempt to repair a mammoth until you have at least learned the basics of their construction. Urka Gwari. Yes, before the dawn. Experience points. Urka Gwari. Now, that's got to have some meaning, and I don't know what it is, so... The Inca deity of metals, jewels, and other underground items of great value. Okay. That's good to know. We will go to the Adventurers Guild. And put Urka Gwari into the armor, where it can sit next to Ulikumi, which is a demon that was defeated by sawing it off of a person, the carpenter's tool. Vulcan, the Roman god of the forge. Roman? I always get Roman and Greek mixed up. But the classical god of the forge. Cerdaligon. Cerdaligon was another one that Obsession blacksmith. I don't know who the Obsessions were. Eastern Iranian near the Caucasus. Okay. So this deity who was chopped down with a tooth blade, god of the forge, god of metals. Makes sense. So, been going for about an hour and a half. Took me a little bit to get going on these. Think. Going to get a refill on my tea. Going to cycle some fluids. And when we come back, I will, before I do that, let's make sure all my dupes have been put away. Going to switch over to Dragoon. Actually, before we do that, we'll go up to Gridania. We'll get the level 25 quest for Archer done. We'll see about making the level 20. We'll see about making the level 30 armor for Archer, and then we'll get back to the main story quest just a little bit to open the hards, the next step in the primal trials. So, be back here in just a few minutes. back, happy, healthy, and with a full bottle of tea. It's time for some archery quests. Or an archery quest. Plan here. Real quick, knock this out. Do a dungeon. If that gets us up to level 30, we'll do the same thing. We'll upgrade our weapons and armor. If it doesn't, well, that's okay. We'll just go over. We'll pray return to the Waking Sands and start some quests. Red, I'd hoped you'd come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned about Leia and Sylvain. They show signs of losing perspective, and mayhap it's best you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Red? Oh gods, did Lucian send you to pest me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and it most definitely not yours. As you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Majuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I've already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke. We had. There was no escape. Then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary rules. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver. And while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not. I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Majuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. I'll run along. Oh, and if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Nicote. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. He did the thing. A couple quests ago, they said when he that he tends to cover his mouth when he's lying, or when he's trying to hide his true feelings. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Red. Do you ever think about home? You ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and the merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running. Screams. It was so loud, Red. So unbearably loud. And then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen. I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Red. The guild gave me a place to get better. At least, I thought I got better. She was so much more. I've been thinking, Red, maybe this is a sign. Maybe Solaire's right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. So I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Red, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone. In the South Shroud. These Gridanians wouldn't understand. Yeah, I could have teleported down, but I don't know. This feels like one of those you should travel by foot. Sometimes the RPer in me just kind of takes over. No, don't hurt her. And there I was, thinking you mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting her, though. 'Tis rude to presume, missy. I do so, ignorance. Wait, it's not her fault. It's mine. I invited her. She's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and she's not Gridanian. I do begin to recall her face. Aye, knows how to hold a bow that one. Well, she ain't the typical recruit, but I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Red, ever since I met Paula, I've been at a loss. But I realize now my place isn't at the guild with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people carrying on our traditions. Our archery, not Gridanians. It's all I have left, Red. So I'm going with Paula. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucienne or Silver. The hells I want. Red! I have a feeling she might be harboring a few niggling objections. Worry not, sister. Put narrow in her. No! Ain't no love lost between ye and the guild, is there? And what's the problem with feathering a bloody adventure? No bugger will miss her. I'll miss her, all right? Just stop. Yeah. And I had such high hopes for you, Miss Sully. Waste of bloody time. A keeper what's lost her nerve is about as much use to me as a glass bowl. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. I better not see neither of you again. As if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey what's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away. How do you do it, Red? How do you live in this place with these people? Why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? What do you see in them, Red? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. You've even surpassed me. I don't know how you've done it. I have to know what it is I'm doing wrong. There's only one way I can think of to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Huh? Apparently I lost the ability to speak there for a minute. Out of curiosity, where's my next bow? Level 28. Okay. Shall we begin, Red? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. What these people have taught me. Start with the buff, then hit with the dot. Alternate. Simple. You've opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's fault. You've accepted their teachings and taken them. Even Silvera, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too. A family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I've become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, to discern the naked truth. It's little wonder that I've neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Red. I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucien. Yes, even that bloody waffle. God's help me, I think I might actually miss him. Ba-doop. Whoop. I don't know why, I just love this image right here. The picked up, the cat picked up by the scruff of the neck. I don't know why, I just enjoy that image so much. Welcome home, Rat. You need not say another word. One look at Leia's eyes is enough. Thank you for returning it to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, you can help your fellow archers look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support. Okay. 1 leveling dungeon. And a trip out to Vesper Bay. Nothing like sailing out to sea to bring an old man back to his glory days. Aye, the good old times when his whole life still lay ahead of him. The greatest adventures were yet to be. Don't you know better than to sneak up on your elves like that, young'un? Are you trying to send me to an early grave? Well, okay, well, not early as such. Don't tell me. I can see it just from the look of you. You're an adventurer, an accomplished one at that, yes? I may not be the graybeard I am, but I reckon you have a memory or two that you'd be keen on remembering. So what say you join me for a while before you return to the road? After all, sometimes reflecting on the past can be just what you need to discover the path you'd forge into the future. Just because. New Game Plus allows you to relive the adventures of the past by replaying previous quests with your current character data. Replay old quests with New Game Plus, open the New Game Plus interface under the Duty menu, and select the chapter you wish to experience in it. There's another quest over here. Tatafu, what do you have? Yeah. You have seeds. I don't care about seeds. I don't know what this accent is. Don't ask me. Helen. Hello. Ta-ta-da. All these are level 45. Near level 50 quests, so I'll wait till after I'm in role level 2. I am keeping an eye on the clock, however. It's 9 o'clock local time now, give or take. And my niece is having a birthday party today, so I'm going to be leaving here, probably closing down the stream about 11 o'clock, a little before, just so I can get around and be ready to go meet up at the right time. So, keep that in mind as we're going forward. Big little stretch because we're number 1 in the role waiting quest. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why the little Ric Flair shuffle there. Don't mind me. I'm silly this morning. Actually, no, I know exactly why. It's actually pleasant out this morning. Not already 90 degrees Fahrenheit for my European friends. That's about 32 degrees for people that use real units of temperature. Where are we going? Copper Bell. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, they're way out in front of us. Apparently we decided to do a super pull. Actually, that's the first time I've taken a wall-to-wall like that and it actually worked out. So I'm not upset. Seconds. Seconds. 3, 2, refresh. Alright. Yeah. Got our daily done. So let's, before we do anything else, let's get all these materia extracted. Make sure the gear we're wearing is the best we have. Update the gear set. Now, we switch back to Dragoon. Okay, Menphilia. A recurring problem. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, it would seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Almaja, the Ixal, and the kobolds are making preparation for their respective summoning rites. That is but half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After a deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribes. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger once again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Red? You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Tancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Fred. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow Scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shall not happen again. Owing to everyone's administrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Tancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Okay. Southwest, what do you have? A plan that requires an adventurer's aid. Read the riptides and the winds and brace yourself for the coming storm. Bend as much when I sailed as a yellow jacket. The wisdom of the seas has served me just as well on land. These tribes are a storm of ruin, and neither the scions nor the city-states can allow themselves to be caught unawares. Nay, we must strike first and nip the storm in the bud. Start with the kobolds. I reckon they've grown a bit too big for their britches of late. One more thing I learned as Yellow Jacket is that your ship is only as steady as your crew. Before taking on the kobolds, I've in mind to round up some new allies. In Camp Overlook, you'll find a crew of pirates who've been pillaging and plundering. Now fly the flag of the Maelstrom. I'd bring them on board to fight the kobold menace, but I have a notion that an honest plea from yourself would be more convincing. Might you travel to Camp Overlook and speak to Commander Bloden in my stead? You'd be doing us a great service, Sure. Radolf. We'll do that one later. Actually, no, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get all of these started. Why? Because I want something to do. I call upon you as a fellow scion to assist our allies in meeting a mutual objective. The Maelstrom needs every sword it can summon to stifle the Sahuagin advance. I implore you to journey to Camp Skull Valley, discuss the matter with Falkrita, and render what remedy you can. And then Wigston, what do you have? My dear friends, Ahaba and Ali came to the towns with a burning passion to deliver this realm from darkness. A passion I could never muster. They fought bravely and with honor, until they could fight no more. Me, I was never worth much on the battlefield. I wanted nothing more than to honor my fallen comrades, to carry on their fight, but how? One day it struck me. I may be woefully lacking on the battlefield, but my mind is sharp enough. I resolved to plot a course of action and recruit capable allies to our cause. One thing is clear to me. We can ill afford to be distracted by the beast tribes with more ominous storm clouds gathering on the horizon. To that end, we must find strong and loyal allies to quell the beastmen menace. You are familiar with the U, perhaps? A tribe of fearsome hunters and huntresses. I'm convinced that they would prove invaluable allies in the battle against the Amaja if they could be won over. The U respect strength above all. I fear they'd sooner gut me than listen to my tale, but if you spoke, they would listen. I'm certain of it. And so I ask, friend, travel to Forgotten Springs and speak to Old Noon in my stead. Urianger, such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beastmen, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. The despair doth begin with the Almaja, who may already have summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, it would do well to seek his counsel. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrive from Gridania. A primal walketh the shroud. To those who have borne the eldritch spirit witness, and returned to tell the tale, avow that ne'er before have they seen its light. The god's quiver doth investigate as we speak, and it seems Bolord Lowen would welcome a capable adventurer's helping hand. pray, hie thee to the seat of the first bow, and shine thy light upon the map. Anchor. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urianger said, I fear. The Almaja have already summoned Ifrit. Confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field while it concerned primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everyone's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I'll focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. They visit the Hall of Flames, speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Menphilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. Okay. So, I'm going to teleport over to Linsa. Use Aetheryte to get to the Fisherman's Guild. From the Fisherman's Guild, take the ferry to Elport. Take a nice little flight over to Skull Valley's command center. Falkrita. If you've come seeking Falkrita of the Maelstrom, congratulations, you found it. Although, I suppose in truth, it is I who have been seeking it. Skull Valley overlooks the Sahagan Ford, the sea-sucking horde right under her bony nose. We are the dam against the rising tide of savagery. Now, why did I do that? Well, I wanted to clean out... Same reason I'm leaving right now. I just wanted to clean out the, Waking Sands of the quests. This had nothing to do with actually doing anything. This is just cleaning up the map. Why? Because it's a little intimidating on such a small map to have so many quest markers. So might as well get them taken care of before I start actually working and coming back and forth. Ventura with a message from Slothwish to say. A preemptive strike to take the wind out of the kobold cells before they can mount an attack. And she'd recruit old buccaneers like us for the effort? This, when Admiral Merweb has her hands full with the damn beasts? It's either the most barnacle-brained idea I've heard, or most bloody brilliant. I confess, I had doubts when I heard she was leaving the Yellow Jackets, but I see the winch is as salty as a sea dog as ever. This should prove most interesting. Oh, you. Yeah, you, the only face without the buckles. I've got a job for you. I need me some raptor claws, but the piss ants give me so much trouble that I forget I was killing them practical like. Got mad, bashed our heads in, and walked away whistling. The cockases be lying around here somewhere. Got a few of my arrows, though. Fetch me the claws, my wild rose, and I might be back in that practical mood. One more thing. See those arrows of mine? Bring back the heads. It's easy enough to fletch an arrow, but arrowheads don't grow on birds. Okay. Can do. Will do. Same deal. I thought that was a different quest. That's my bad. Serrated arrowhead. Velociraptor claw. Appreciate it, dear heart. Why the long face? You think we're that low on supplies? Yes, but the kobolds can't leave metal be. Any we throw at them, even arrowheads? Back to the burrow go and smelt it into new arms. So the orders are give them no metal. Make arrowheads out of claws, chat, bit of the cook's gingerbread, haul it back any steel or bronze arrowheads. Comes natural like us seafaring folk, you know. We be scrimpers. Not what I thought it was. Not what I thought it was at all. Forgotten Springs. Good noon. Slayer have Titan hands. The Slayer seeks something of the Lord, yes. What is it you seek? So, you would have us join your fight against the Almasha. The U do not care for the lizardmen, this is true. But the U fight no battles but our own. That is what my tribesmen would say. I am not unwilling to help you, but I know you better than they. There, that cleaned that one off. Primal Fear, this is not what I want to deal with right at the moment. So let's go quick teleport over to Old Daw. Red, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The Primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetheryte found within the depths of Zahara, the Almaja stronghold. The Almaja have constructed their own Aethernet, salvaged from salvaged Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without any problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Okay, that is the Almaja quest. That's fine. That guy is the Samurai quest. That is the Hildebrand quest. That is the Pugilist quest. Okay. Making sure that our quest, that these blue quests can stay blue for the time being. Rayo, that is the second half of the, or the, shall I try that sentence again? Rayo is the crypt, second crypt. Tamtara Deepcroft Ard, or whatever the actual name of it is. Don't worry about it. I went the wrong way. Sabotender. Ballerina. I am very upset right at the moment. Not because of anything I've done or that has been done to me. I am very upset right at the moment because I just realized that Bailarina Hello. You are a big turtle. That Bailarina would be the Spanish version, or would be at least very close to the Spanish version of Dancer. Lady Dancer Girl. Attuned to the Danrock, Zaharak, Etherite. Now, let's check the duty finder. Bowl of Ember hard, average eye level 49. Okay, I qualify. Before we enter the queue, I am going to start with the music on the back end. I'm going to take another break. We're at the 2.5 hour mark of the stream. So, back in a few when I get done cycling some fluids, I will hit this join and you'll be able to see the timer cue, and we'll be back then in a few. It has been a minute and a half since I got in on a bowl of Embers hard. So, if I mess this up too badly, please forgive me. That was not what I wanted. Oh, damn. Well, I guess we're doing this again. Bug boy? Alright, let's roll. Oh my. This is what you get when you forget to switch off the, or to clear your queue before you queue for something specific. It's alright. Not a big deal. I love not having an AoE. Alright though, the pools aren't that big in this one. No AoE, no dot. Come on. Does Astrologian have an AoE at level 20? Or not asteroid. Okay. Harpist. Now, let's try this again. Player selection, poll of members hard, join. Okay. Now I could be trading these in for whatever they call scripts. Seals. I've been reading so many things where that sort of internal currency is called scripts. That and I believe it was called scripts in I want to say Neverwinter as well, which is the game I've played quite a bit of. Eventually I'll get used to the nomenclature of seals, but let's teleport back to Ulda. While this queue is running, I can do other stuff. I'm used to landing in Limsa, where it's just quicker to walk across the plaza than it is to get into Commandage, think. Where it's quicker to walk across the plaza than it is to make the Ethernet journey. Okay, here we go. Watch out for the plumes. One more guy. One more guy. One more guy. Damn. Okay, it's time for the tanks. All right. Get out of the way. Hey, we did it. Ta-da! No, Cat, you can't actually sit on my corner. Okay, well, that went well. Grab the materia from the rubellite ring here. So what do we get? We got Ifrit's Grimoire. That's something we can use. Decent. Gives us cobalt and some red. The Inferno weapon coffer gives us Ifrit's harpoon. unfortunately, we're in the same boat with that. This is something that I believe we can craft. Peak of the Vortex. But it's not something I'm actually willing to use because, again, we beat the person that was wielding, that had this. Why would we want to use something that didn't work for them? So, we will turn that one in. Let's quick return to New Gridania. Rank 2 of the Grand Company objectives in your hunting log. Okay. So, Grand Company, rank 2, Maljaw Sniper in this Tigoli Desert, Kobold Missionary in Bloodshore, Shelfclaw Sahagin, and Ugamor Roundsman. Okay, that's doable. Materials, what can we do? Glamour Prisons. Kiss of the Morning Meadow. Engineering Manual, Cordials, Spirit Bond Potions, Durability Draft, and Sanctions. For armor, fortunately, armor only goes up. Muted. Oh, the cat set on the mute button. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I think with that we're going to call it for this time because, oh, one, my throat's getting a little sore. Two, I do have to get ready for that party here in about an hour. So we'll call it here, and we'll see you next time. Be good to each other. Stay out of trouble. And above all else, keep on hunting. Wait, that's not my count.